So I seen this story from an ESPN employee 3 days ago, and basically the story said Derrick Henry is the best running back in the NFL. And I thought to myself, that's your expert analysis? That's your hot take that you have for the world? No duh, Derrick Henry is the best running back. This guy has been more dominant than anyone over the past 2 seasons. At this point, Derrick Henry is the number one ranked player in the league. Nobody dominates like Derrick Henry does. And he's beyond the best running back at this point. So if you say he's the best running back, you're a little bit late to the party because Derrick Henry has been more dominant than Aaron Donald has been over the past 2 seasons. That's just a fact. And, I seen him break this long run, in the Titans last game, and there's two defensive backs behind him. These guys are 50 pounds lighter than Derrick Henry is, and he was still pulling away from them. This is someone that always seems to get to the second or the third level, and then he breaks those tackles and then goes to the house. He always seems to get in one-on-one matchups against cornerbacks and safeties where he can just lower his shoulder and obliterate them. I seen him juke Harrison Smith out of his shoes. I seen him disintegrate Josh Norman like he was a Marvel character. So it's like he's the best running back in the NFL? No duh. He's been the best running back in the NFL over the past 2 seasons. You don't want to tackle this guy in the second half. Can you imagine tackling this guy when you're fatigued? I mean, he's going to wear you down, and those continuous blows to your defense will cause your defense to fold up. I mean, it's amazing what Derrick Henry has been able to accomplish. At this point, he's a better player than he was at Alabama, and we know how dominant he was for the Crimson Tide. He won a Heisman Trophy award. He's fulfilled his insane amount of potential. And I think we have to go back and talk about the fact that it took 3 years before he had a 1,000-yard rushing season. Derrick Henry had to develop himself into what he is today. Sometimes you just don't hit the ground running in the NFL. Sometimes you have to put the work in and become one of the greatest players in the history of the National Football League. Clearly, Derrick Henry has put in that work, and now he's harvesting the fruits of his labor. I'm John Kuzma. Check out endzoneblog.com.